I just reread Lori's email for like the third time since I got it yesterday. It breaks my heart because I know she's trying to goat me. But I also know it was a nice email. I know she misses me by that email. And I miss her even though we don't like each other. She's still my sister, and I know I have to set boundaries. But I want to respond to it so badly. I know all of the things in the letter and the way she signed it. I still love, hate you. Hugs, Lori. She's my sister, and my kid's the only family I have left. And so the part of each other that we love about each other is because we're sisters. I mean, we really don't like each other. I admire her for some things, and I think she admires me. I've never ever considered that she admired me for anything except for when that movie with Cher came out about, I can't remember the mask, I think it was called, where the child had the illness that deformed his face. When Cher went ripping through the house because she was so upset about him, Lori said, "That reminded me so much of how you are with your kids," which was a huge compliment. Anyway, I had a dream, my last dream before I was woken up, she was in it. And I don't know why it was so upsetting to me. I think because I got woken up out of it. The guy wanted to date me and take me out. It was somebody she knew, and we'd been selling on a fair, and it wasn't going well, blah, 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 all that stuff. And she said, "How are you going to get in his car?" She was telling him she can't get in the car. And I knew she was right, and it broke my heart. But I also know he was dressed kind of like Colonel Sanders, all in white. He had gold and, I mean, dressed to the max. He was really hot and sexy, and I thought he was a player, but I knew I was never going to want to dress like that. You know, Lori was just dressed how she normally is, and I was dressed how I normally am. But he was like, you know, we're out in the desert at this fair, street fair, craft show thing. And he gave me his pictures to look through. And then when it was over with, he said, "What if I wanted to take you out? Would you go out with me?" And I said, "Sure." And then Lori was asking him, "How do you think she's going to get?" It was like Lori was kind of raining on the parade, but I knew he would, you know, I was never going to dress up to be the kind of person he'd want to hang out with, you know, because he was dressed to the hilt, really well dressed, and that's no interest of mine anymore. Heck, wearing makeup isn't even interest of mine. But anyway, it just made me sad. And I'm sure there's some closure in there somewhere. I just don't know where. I haven't had time to think about it. Today's not a good day emotionally. All the inspired I had to do yesterday, I don't have to do now, and I know it's because of my feelings about her. And I know what I'm doing is the right thing. And I know how triggered that last letter is for me. Because it's like, you think you understand? Well, then tell me. She didn't mention any of the ways, but, you know, that's why it's like, I'm supposed to respond and say, "Why do you think? What do you understand?" You know? And it's just opening myself up for hurt, and I know that because if she truly understood, she would acknowledge what she understood, not just say she understood. So I have to keep that in mind, but it still hurts because she's my sister. Anyway, just wanted to record my feelings about her. I can say I love her, but I really, really, really don't know what love is anymore. The closest, I mean, I've never felt like Jen even liked me. I do now, but I never did before. And I need to tell her that it's not her fault. She has so got my back like nobody's ever had my back in my life right now. I need to tell her that too. More later.